Thank you. Are you at church or a jazz club? Who knows? That was Autumn Leaves by Joseph Cosma and Johnny Mercer. And now, back to your regularly scheduled programming. This is Spirit of God. Please sing along with us in the chorus. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, the Spirit of God is upon me. 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 Oh, I used to think that I had to. I used to think that I should. Scripture told me that I had to be good. But now I love 'cause I want to. I love 'cause I'm free. I'm blinded by the Spirit. Oh Lord, the Spirit of God is upon me. Oh, 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 I don't need any prodding. I don't need any law. I'm gonna sing with all my heart. God is my all in all. Let go of my burden. Loving God has made me free. I'm blinded by the Spirit. Oh Lord, the Spirit of God is upon me. Oh, 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 I thought it was my duty. I thought it was my job. Somewhere I believed loving God would be hard. But loving God is wonderful. Loving God is ecstasy. I thank God for my freedom. Oh Lord, the Spirit of God is upon me. One more time. Oh, the Spirit of God is upon me. 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 Oh.
Well, hi, all y'all. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living, Northern Colorado. I'm Reverend Sherry, and I am just delighted to be here with you. We welcome all lifestyles and beliefs, and no matter who you are welcome here. Hi, folks at home. We want to acknowledge that this service is being held on the traditional and ancestral homelands of the Arapaho, Ute, and Cheyenne peoples. We recognize that this land is rightfully theirs and that we offer our respect and gratitude for their continuing kinship with this place. So our spiritual philosophy, Science of Mind, is inclusive of all spiritual traditions. So we believe that at the heart of every faith tradition lies a shared message that we're all one. So just put your hand on your heart and say, we are all one. We are all one. Thank you. So our prayer partner today is Lonnie Hickman. She is holding consciousness in the back of the room. Lonnie and I will be available by the windows after service for prayer. Please come see us. So we're going to say our mission and vision statements together. So the mission, we are an inclusive community inspiring personal growth, spiritual practice, and a positive way of life. Our vision is to support humanity's spiritual growth, creating a world that works for all. So this is time for kiddos or children. Please come up, kids.
Let's sing together. God is everything there is, so I am part of God. I know there's lots of good for me and everybody else. I'm thankful and grateful for everything we have. So I let go of this prayer, and so it is.
Please.
Hello, everybody. So I'm going to kick off our announcements with this first one. So membership. This week, next Sunday, we have a membership class, and it's prior to service from 3 to 4. So membership is a decision of the heart. It's about being part of this community, deciding that you want to voice a say in the direction that this community goes down. And so if you're just curious about who we are and want to learn more, come join us. I will be leading it, and we'll talk a little bit about our organization as a whole, a little bit of science of mind, and if you're interested in membership, you can get all your questions answered. So thank you very much. All right, I'm going to turn it back over to Sherry.
It's like a big book up here. So Lonnie and I have been doing every other week prayer, meditation, conversation for our country during this election time. Our next one will be Thursday, Halloween. I know if you've got kids, you're not going to be there. We have had such an amazing group of people come to hold the space of love, of oneness, of goodness, of peace for our country and indeed for the world, because what we would want for ourselves, we would want for everyone. So you are welcome to come join us. It's from 6:30 to 7:30. If you go online, you'll get the address and come join us, please. So from surviving to thriving, transform your finances with Chuck Blozier. Did I miss something? Oh, I did. Every quarter, sorry. Okay, I see the thing now. Every quarter we offer a pathway to prosperity. It's a Zoom call, and it's for anyone who would like to find out more about the financial health of our spiritual center. So this session is not only about increasing abundance and prosperity for our center, but it's designed to support all of us individually as well. So join us on November 4th at 6:30. The Zoom link is it's in the newsletter. Thank you, Indrani. Okay, now we're with Chuck. So do you worry about paying bills, budgeting, or saving for the future? If financial fears are holding you back, this 3-hour class is for you. You're going to learn how to pay for college, get out of debt and stay out of debt, save for retirement, set and achieve financial goals. You're going to gain the confidence to make empowered financial decisions with practical advice and tips from Chuck, a seasoned tax and financial consultant with over 35 years of experience. So come join us and turn your financial situation around. So moving on, next Sunday will be our monthly potluck. The theme is Italian, anything, but don't forget to bring desserts. Tonight, there'll be a dinner to go to somewhere at some restaurant. You'll go to the check-in table, the welcome table, and you'll all figure out where we're all going to go. So, as always, check out our website and our newsletter for more information. So we're going to get ready for an opening chant. So I'm going to ask you just to get centered. Allow your feet to relax on the floor, digging your roots down into this sacred land. Listen, and then we will pray in.
There is only one of us. In your eyes it's me I see. There is only one of us. You are my reflection. There is only one. There is only one of us. In your eyes it's me I see. There is only one of us. You are my reflection. There is only one. Once more. There is only one of us. In your eyes it's me I see. There is only one of us. You are my reflection. There is only one. There is only one. There is only one.
So just breathe into that only one, the only one. There is only one power, one presence, one life. It doesn't matter what we call it. It is known by many names, but it's known by our names as well. For we are one with this infinite, invisible, everything that is. The very life of the living Spirit breathes us, animates it. It has created this body temple that we move in. It is the very life we live. We can't be separate from it, which means we can't be separate from anything else. We look into the eyes of a beloved and we see the eyes of God. We give a hug and we feel the body of God. We pet our loving little furry creatures in our lives and we feel that presence of God. One power, one presence, one life. It lives in and as and through us, and how blessed we are. And so as we just steep in that awareness, we just call forth divine revelation today as we gather together to hear something that is important for us to understand. That our eyes are open, our ears are receptive, and our hearts are available to feel, to sense, to know spiritual truth. And so I give thanks for this divine gathering for each one of us, for this blessed community. And I declare that all is well, and so it is.
There's one power, invisible, and you see it everywhere and every day. One power, indescribable, and you speak of it with every word you say. Mysterious until you know the truth. As simple as the love inside of you. Call it God, call it Spirit, call it Jesus, call it Lord, call it Buddha, Baha'u'llah, angel's wings or heaven's door. But whatever name you give it, it's all one power, can't you see? It's the power of the love in you and me. One power, one power, one power. We speak so many languages, have different clothing, different colors, different names. But different is only dangerous when we forget that in the heart we're all the same. We'll remember once we close our eyes to see that such distances were never meant to be. Call it God, call it Spirit, call it Jesus, call it Lord, call it Buddha, Baha'u'llah, Hashem or heaven's door. It's Muhammad, it's your mind, it's your soul, or it's your sign. It's the universe, it's music, Mother Earth or Father Time. But whatever name you give it, it's all one power, can't you see? Whatever name you give it, it's the very air we breathe. It's the power of the love in you and me. One power, one power, one power, one power. It's the moment of creation. It's an everlasting peace. It's the freedom of forgiveness. It's the sweetness of release. It's the joy of inspiration. It's the sunshine on your face. It's the birthright of all nations. It's the boundlessness of space. It's the beauty of a baby, the serenity of sleep. It's the anger we abandon for its love that's most deep. It's one power, one power. What we are is one power, one power. The power of the love that lives forever in you and me. It's the power of the love in you and me.
That's a Daniel Nemode song. If you know Daniel Nemode, a well-known New Thought artist, you did that beautifully. Thank you, both of you. Amazing. Hi, everybody. So this month, this title, I did not come up with this title, but I think it's pretty funny. Power to the People is the theme for this month. And so all month I've been talking about power. The first couple of weeks talked about the divine power that is within us and how we can use it in our life. And tonight I'm talking about the power together. The power that happens when we gather together, when we gather together as a group. And you know, what a lovely thought it is, especially during this time when things are so divisive, in our country and in our world. The political climate that we are in, there's so much divisiveness. It's painful to see, painful to watch. There's power there. There is power there, but it's not so healthy, not a very healthy power. It's more power over in some cases, Not power together as a whole, but the power of one group against another group, or one person against another person. You know, nature can teach us a lot about the power of togetherness. Aspen trees, a very common tree here in Colorado, you know, above ground, they grow as individual trees. But below ground, they operate as one root system. So that means when a tree is sick, when a tree is dying, the entire aspen grove sends nutrients to the tree that is dying and sick. Isn't that amazing? So what happens to one tree happens to all trees in that grove. There is this beautiful interconnectedness that exists between all of them. They take care of one another. We could learn a lot from the aspen groves, What if we took care of each other the way that the aspen groves take care of one another? Rushing nutrients to those who need a little bit more care, who need a little bit more arms wrapped around them, who are suffering and are having a hard time. And you know, not just a select few of us doing that, but as an entire group. We are much more powerful together than we are individually, than we are as one entity. But you know, in the US, we love our individuality, don't we? We love that we are individuals. It's important to us. You go elsewhere, it's not so important. You go out into other countries, not so important. But here, it's important. But sometimes, striving for our individuality, we lose sight of our connectedness. We lose sight of how connected we are as a group. I love what John Winthrop said about this. He said, "We must delight in each other, make others' conditions our own, rejoice together, mourn together, labor and suffer together, always having before our eyes our community as members of the same body." What a beautiful thing to contemplate, yeah? To delight in each other, to make others' conditions our own, to make others' conditions our own, to take care of each other as though we are part of one body. Imagine that. What a different world we would live in if we did that. That takes compassion to a whole other level, yeah? If we did that, we would mourn together. When one is hurting, everyone is hurting. And when one is rejoicing and celebrating, we are all rejoicing and celebrating. So here's a question for you. How far are we willing to go to care for one another? So reflect on that for a moment. How far am I, ask yourself, am I willing to go to care for another? Now, I need to be specific here, because it's easy to care for those we love. It's easy to care for those that are already part of our family unit, yes? But how far are you willing to go to care for those who are outside of that? How far are you willing to go? For most of us, we don't have a problem with those on our inner circle. We don't have a problem with our little family unit. But for most of us, that circle is incredibly small. And for those of us who are introverts, it's even smaller. Who's the introverts in here? Yeah, there's quite a few of you. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not dissing on the introverts. We're amazing, yes? There's books written about us. But what I think is happening, I think the world is asking for something. I think the world is actually pleading for something. And what I think the world is asking us to do is to be willing to step outside of our little inner circle, to extend our heart and our love outside of the circle in which we operate in. You know, fear keeps us from venturing outside of it, doesn't it? Fear keeps us closed off. It keeps us shut down. It keeps us from taking risks with human beings because human beings can be a little scary. Yeah? So it keeps us from not wanting to leave the comfort of our little circle. Yeah? We don't want to venture outside of it because who knows what we might run into. But it's stories that we've created in our mind that tell us it's not safe. We've created those stories. So it's easier if we just stay in the safety of our little bubble. But until we reach out, once we reach out, we will experience a whole new world if we're willing. If we are willing, if we stay in that circle and stay in that little silo, then what we experience is more separation. We're in here, and the others are out there, outside. So anything outside is outside. There's separation there. And what it does is it creates an energy of us versus them. Yeah, us versus them. And you know, we didn't come here to be separate. We didn't come here to experience an us versus them, although that is kind of what's happening in the world right now. That isn't what we came here to experience, though. I believe that we came here to learn some things. And we know that we came here to learn some lessons. One of the things that I think we came here to learn the most is to understand and learn what divine love is. Truly, what divine love is. To be and express and to feel and to experience that Christed presence. That is what divine love is. For most of us, when we think about love, we think about the 3 words, I love you. That's human love, and human love is beautiful. But we tend to reserve love for people that we know, that we care about, that we feel safe with. Yeah? Why don't we say I love you to a total stranger? That would be odd, wouldn't it? Some of you are like, oh God, I would never, ever do that. It's unacceptable. Right? To say I love you to a total stranger. But why? Why is that so odd? Why is that so unacceptable and ridiculous? It's unacceptable because we have been trained that love is something that you do not give freely. It is only given to those we trust, to those we have a relationship with. It is earned. Yes? Love is something that is earned. But true love is divine love. It's the love of God. It's the love of Spirit. It is everlasting and unending in its flow. It has no boundaries, no conditions, no expectations. So when we say at the end of every service, those of you who have been coming for a while, we have our benediction. And in that benediction, we say, love is who I am, love is who we are, love is all there is. That isn't about human love. That's about divine love. It's about divine love. But to love in this way, to love as the divine requires something of us. It requires us to remove our shields, to remove the layers of protection, to remove the masks that we wear. To love as the divine asks us to come out of hiding, to step outside of our silos, our small little circles. It asks us to take risks and to be brave and to be courageous. Mark Nepo said this: "The struggle between self-interest and care lives in each heart. We are asked to work these choices every day, and the life of relationships, family, and community depend on what we choose." We are at a choice point in our society. Yes? We are being asked to make different choices than we have ever made before. I believe that we are here as souls on this planet at this time because our light is needed. Each of us are here for a reason. If your light wasn't needed, you would have chosen to be born at a different time. But you're here. That means that you matter. That means that your light matters, that it makes a difference in this world. We like hanging out with those we feel most comfortable and safe with. But if we only reserve our light for those we know and those we feel most comfortable with, I think we are missing the point of why we came here. Now, it's not to say that we don't want to share our light with our beautiful family and our friends and our community. But if we want to experience a new world, then we have to begin to venture outside of our small circles and our silos And you know, it's more than just saying, I am part of Center for Spiritual Living, Northern Colorado, or I am part of XYZ community. That's a beautiful thing, to be part of community. But in a way, it's still keeping us small. Because whatever community we are a part of, what happens? Those people are just like us. We're all very similar. We have the same values. We have very similar worldviews. So in some ways, it's still keeping us small. And again, this creates separation, because anything that's outside is outside. And in truth, no one is outside. No one is less than us, and no one is more than us. We are all equal in the mind and the heart of God. So this idea of power together, it begins, as always, it begins with us. It begins with recognizing with ourselves those parts of ourselves, the places and the spaces within us where we want to distance ourselves from others, where we don't want to allow others in. Those parts of ourselves that aren't willing to take risks and step outside of our inner circle. And the spiritual path is a funny one, yeah? It gives us lots of opportunities to reflect and to contemplate why it is we do the things that we do. And if we are willing to spend time reflecting and contemplating, we will uncover why it is that we are not willing to extend our heart out a little bit further. To experience true spiritual growth, it requires courage. Yes? You with me? Courage, yes? Yeah. And because sometimes the things we have to do are really uncomfortable and hard. Growth happens when we begin to make different choices, when we are willing to make different choices. So in order to come together as a group and to experience power together, we have to look at all the ways in which we are keeping people out here. All the ways in which we are separating ourselves from others. And to realize that fear is at the heart of it. It's the heart of a lot of things, isn't it? Fear keeps us small. It keeps us focused solely on ourselves. We think it's out here, but it always comes back to us. Divine love is expansive. It's a natural expression of who we are. We just haven't had a lot of practice with it. We've had more practice with human love, but not so much with divine love. We were gifted divine love, but we just haven't had enough practice. Human love requires that we trust before we give it. Divine love has no such requirement. It has no conditions. It's just a matter of making the conscious choice to express it. So what would that look like in your life? If you were to express divine love, slightly different than human love, what would it look like? What would it feel like? What would it sound like? As we make that conscious choice to connect with divine love, we cannot help but extend our reach further than we ever have before. Because it's its nature. It's its nature to be expansive. It's its nature to reach out beyond that little small circle that we are operating in. And then a funny thing happens. The group then becomes more important than the individual. And that's when we are power together, powerful together. There's an African proverb that says, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. So as a group, we have the power to transform and to heal and to uplift humanity. Is that not exciting? It's exciting to me. Some of you are like, yeah, I guess so. If you say so, I'll try it out maybe. We have that power if we choose. It is always our choice, and I'm not here making you wrong if that's not what you choose. We all have a choice. I'm just planting seeds, yeah? And so we can start here in our community. This is where we get to practice. This is where we get to practice this stuff. To truly see each other. When we finish service today, to go up and introduce yourself to someone you have not met yet. To give them a hug. To look into their eyes, to see them. To extend yourself in a way that you haven't before. Seeing each person as part of our spiritual family. Seeing each person as part of the same shared root system. You know, we can't stop the wars and the conflict from happening. We can't, as much as we would like to do that. But we have the power to plant seeds of love, to plant seeds of unity, to plant seeds of compassion, to plant seeds of harmony. We don't even have to say anything. We can just look at someone and know their truth and extend love from our heart, divine love to them, and wrap it all around them, standing behind them in the grocery store line, passing by them in our cars, seeing them on the news. You know, we can pray for our political leaders, and I suspect many of you are, that they will make choices in support of the highest good of all of humanity in the U.S. and in the world. Together, we can help to shift the consciousness of humanity. Do you believe that? Yes. Yeah, we can do that. That's the power of coming together. We have the opportunity to choose love or fear. Now that sounds really simple, and some of you have heard this before. It maybe even sounds trite, but it is a choice. Because you can't do both at the same time. It isn't possible to choose fear and choose love. You have to choose. If you're in fear, you cannot be in love, and if you're in love, you cannot be in fear. It isn't possible because they are completely different vibrations, completely different frequencies. So in any moment, and in the next coming weeks and the weeks to follow, be aware of that. Okay, am I choosing fear or am I choosing love? And not just love, but divine love. And when we choose love, that love helps to break up the divisiveness. That love helps to transform the energy of the collective. When we operate from that divine love place, we are angels on this earth. We are angels on this earth, here to help remind people who have completely forgotten who they are. We can assist them in remembering who they are. This is the power that we have as a group. Margaret Mead, I love what she said. She said, "Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed individuals can change the world. In fact, it's the only thing that ever has." So if you're willing right now, those in person, I'm going to ask you to take the hand of the person sitting next to you on either side of you. You might have to scoot together a little bit so that you can hold hands. I know COVID stuff's still going on, and you can wash your hands after if you're uncomfortable, okay? But I just thank you. Julie and Lance are going to do a little background music for us here. So I invite you to close your eyes and to feel within you the energy of divine love. That love that is everlasting, that love that is unending, that flow of love that is at the center of your being. Feel that love pulsating in the center of your being. And now feel that divine love pouring out of your heart and down your arms and into your hands. And share that divine love with the people on either side of you. And for those at home, you are part of this circle as well. And now imagine that our circle here extends out beyond this center. See our circle getting bigger and bigger as it includes the entire city of Fort Collins, as it includes all of the surrounding cities and the entire state. And now see it extending out into our country and the world. See the faces of people and the divine love that is moving from one person to the next, one heart to the next. And as this divine love moves, it illuminates every person. It illuminates their heart, their body, their mind, and their spirit. Feel this connection. Feel this love. Let that divine love pour through your being. Feel that divine love and divine light. See this circle surrounding our globe, every single being emanating this divine love. In a moment, I'm going to have you repeat some words silently after me, keeping your eyes closed. As you say these words, know that every person in this very large circle that extends around the globe, every being on some level, is hearing and feeling this message. Repeat silently after me. We see you. We are here with you and for you as your spiritual family. Know that you are not alone. Know that you are enough. Know that you are deeply loved. And that whatever it is that you are facing, you will get to the other side of it. We are all in this together. Love is who I am. Love is who we are. Love is all there is. See the entire circle of people as a circle of light and love. Feel that energy. Taking a deep breath. Giving one last squeeze of your hand to your neighbor. And now gently coming back. So I'd like you tonight, as I said, I'm going to say it again because sometimes we need to hear things 2 or 3 times. Find somebody tonight you have not met, you have not introduced yourself to. Go say hello to them, give them a hug. Ask first, is it okay if I hug you? Okay, it's good to ask. Look into their eyes, see them. Welcome them with your heart. And then as you go out into your week, you're standing in line at Starbucks or wherever it is you go, you're on Zoom with a coworker, whatever it is, see them through the eyes of divine love. Practice it. All of you got your spiritual practice when you came in today. At least you should have gotten a piece of paper. I'm going to go over that right now. So here's some additional homework for you. Number 1, notice if you have kept others at a distance, closing yourself off from deeper connections. Is there any part of you that hesitates or struggles to extend your heart beyond your usual circle? Become aware of that. Take time to reflect on this and explore any inner barriers. Number 2, consciously choose to connect with divine love. As you do, feel your heart expand, creating space for all beings. Observe how in this expansion the well-being of the collective becomes more important than that of the individual. 3, make it a practice to see every person as part of your spiritual family. Have the courage to introduce yourself to someone new. Open your heart and welcome them in. And then lastly, in your meditation and prayer time, continue the visualization that we did today. Visualize a circle with everyone holding hands across the entire planet. Send a message of love and support to each and every person, trusting that on some level they're receiving it and that it is making a positive impact on their mind and their body and their spirit. Okay? So power together means we are connected as one root system. It means that we are helping each other when we fall. It means that when one of us is hurting, all of us is hurting. When one is rejoicing, all of us is rejoicing and cheering each other on. And so recognize and know that we are part of one global family. And practice extending your love, and know that as you do that, you are helping to transform and heal and uplift humanity. Let's move into a prayer. Practitioners, please stand in high consciousness. And so in this beautiful moment, this space, this time, we feel the energy and the presence and the power of divine love. And I am knowing that as we are walking through our life, that not only are we feeling it, we are remembering that that is the truth of who we are. And as we go out into our life, we are willing to take one small step outside of our little silos and circles and extend our love and our reach out to someone new, to some group that hasn't perhaps been on our radar up until now. That we are willing to extend our heart, expand our heart with divine love. And I am knowing that as we do this, that we are powerful together, more powerful together as a community, as a group. And so I am just so grateful to know that each one of us are helping to shift and transform this planet that we reside on, creating a new earth. Creating an earth where people are compassionate and caring and loving and supportive, and where relationships are harmonious and peaceful and peace-filled. And so we claim and know that this is so right here, right now. We release any thoughts of fear, any experiences of fear. We release any trepidation. We let all of that go, and we consciously choose divine love, an expression of divine love right here and right now. We trust, we allow, we let go. We hand it over to Spirit, knowing that Spirit always says yes. And with that, we simply say, and so it is.
That wasn't part of the song. This is an Andra Day song. Your broken down and tired of living life on the merry-go-round, and you can't find the fighter, but I see it in you, so we can walk it out. Move mountains and we can walk it out. Move mountains, and I'll rise up, rise like the day. I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. And I'll rise up, high like the waves. I'll rise up, in spite of the ache. I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you. When the silence isn't quiet and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe, and I know you feel like dying, but I promise we'll take the world to its feet. Move mountains, bring it to its feet. Move mountains, and I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day. I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. And I'll rise up, high like the waves. I'll rise up, in spite of the ache. I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you. All we need is hope, and for that we have each other, and for that we have each other. And we will rise, we will rise, oh, we'll rise, oh, we'll rise. And I'll rise up, rise like the day. I'll rise up, in spite of the ache. I will rise 1,000 times again. Oh, I'll rise up, high like the waves. I'll rise up, in spite of the ache. I'll rise up, and we'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, I will rise for you.
Oh my gosh, that was awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you, Reverend Leah. Beautiful. So, if you've received some spiritual food today, we invite you to share your gifts with us, as we believe that when we give that which feeds us spiritually, it returns to us multiplied. So as you can see on the website, on the screen, there's a number of ways to give your gift, and everything is appreciated. We appreciate your generosity. So please take your gift. If you've already done it by bank or mail or whatever you do. Just hold it in your heart, over your heart. And please say with me, this gift is spirit in form, circulating and blessing all that it touches. Freely I give and joyfully I receive.
I release and I let go. I let the spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for love. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the spirit. Yes, I'm only here for love. I release and I let go. I let the spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for love. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the spirit. Yes, I'm only here for love. I am free in the spirit. Yes, I'm only here for love.
Thank you, sir. So I'm going to ask you to take a deep breath and just be grateful for everything that's in your life. As I am grateful for the gifts, the tithes, the offerings, the goodness that comes to this church, this spiritual community that teaches us powerful principles. We are so blessed. This offering is blessed, and so it is. Thank you. So if you're here for the very first time, either in person or online, welcome to our spiritual family. Reach out and touch somebody's hand, say hello, and we'll do that back. So after service, Lonnie and I will be over here by the windows for prayer. You want greater good? Just come up, and we can do that. If you've got a problem, we can help you. If you just want to have something good in your life, just allow us to know that with you. So, and if you're online, you know the drill. Visit the website at cslnoco.org and submit a prayer request. For those of us here in this room, you can put a prayer request in the box in the back of the room, and it will be prayed on for the next week. Prayer is powerful. So I'm going to ask you to stand up, please. Thank you all for being here today to be a part of this beautiful community. So please place your hands over your heart, and we're going to say our benediction. May we be at peace. May our hearts remain open. May we awaken to the light of our own true nature. May we be healed. May we be a true source of healing for all beings. Love is who I am. Love is who we are. Love is all there is.
Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one, one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one, one big family. a joyful sound. Hey, 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 everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet.